Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. All right, today I'm going to be talking about some of these shorts that I've been doing lately. In case y'all don't know what they are, that's these new things that YouTube has added to our suitcase of opportunities. And basically what it is a 59-second video or less. And that video has to be in the vertical format, which in the past has been taboo. You know, we do not like to do that in the video world, but because TikTok and Instagram had kind of implemented this new way of people watching content, YouTube wanted to jump on because it was so popular. And so right now it's in kind of like a trial stage. And because, I posted one and a couple, and for me, 400 or 500 views was a great number for me. I got only 2 videos that are over 2,000 that are long format, and so I'm just now kind of getting into my groove. But these shorts, because YouTube is kind of experimenting with them, have a opportunity to explode a lot higher than what our normal videos would do. So I put this one up about these chains. These chains were my father's chains. And, I wrote the script, and the video blew up, and it blew into like 7,000 views. So I was like, man, I got to get on board, and I got to try to do some more of these. But I didn't really want to do them and just throw them up for any reason, and they not actually be in line with what I was doing as a content creator. And that is my fitness, channel, which is, motivating people mentally, physically, and spiritually to be in shape and get healthy and live a really healthy lifestyle. So I started thinking, I have to do this, but I also got to do it in a way that kind of, gives people some message that would be related to something in fitness. So the second one I came up with was this battle rope, this motivational battle rope video. And I thought, this is a great way. If I could write a script around the battle rope, I could encourage some people with like some far out. I like doing that, like far out voice that is like these Vikings and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, let me see if I could come up with something. And, I'm a writer. Journalism was my minor. So I'm familiar with kind of coming up with scripts and things like that. So, I came up with this script for that video. And I wanted to give you guys kind of like the metaphor behind the video, because if you just watch it, first of all, it's corny, but as anybody that truly knows me knows that I'm the coolest nerd you ever met. I could get into stories about that, but college stories. One time I had a couple buddies catch me playing Dungeons and Dragons on Friday night, and we was having a big party, and they like, hold up, man, this what you was doing? They came back because they thought I was, maybe found one of the girls that I was dealing with, and they was trying to figure it out. They came back all drunk to find that I was playing Dungeons and Dragons. They like, dude, you are far out for this. But anyway, coolest nerds you ever met. But so I like making those, these videos with this, with some different kind of personalities and things like that. So when I came up with the battle rope video, I wanted to get into the internal battle that we face a lot of times when we are trying to either get into working out, and we trying to get back into it. We've been in it and gotten out of shape, or even for those of us who are working out every day. Some people seem to think that by me being a trainer, they're like, I just want to work out every single time I have to work out. But there's plenty of times that I really don't want to work out, but it's what I do. I got an inner struggle, and so I'm like, I got to do this. So I wanted to kind of figure out a way that I could kind of like get that inner battle and that just rage, that war that rages on inside that, is telling you, man, you could just chill today, or, come on, man, let's do this, let's work out. There's always an internal part of you that is saying something. Is either saying, don't do it or do it, to do or not to do. So I was going through trying to figure out how I could write that up. And I started writing. And it actually came really quickly. And I really like what came out of that. But I just kind of wanted to take a quick second to kind of describe to you guys exactly what was going on so that you can see that these videos aren't just like me trying to act per se and without actually giving you something that is worthy of this channel, which is the fitness side of this channel. So in that short, and you can check it out if you haven't checked it out. Go on to my YouTube channel and check it out. The name is Motivational Battle Rope Exercises Fat Burning Workout. Now, in that video, I'm doing some exercises that is a battle rope workout. You need a lighter rope to do it, but if you look in the description, I also put the workout in there, and I'm going to do that with all of these. I'm going to try to do that with all these shorts as I get better at, creating them. I'm going to make sure that I put a workout in them like I do all of my reviews. So if you check out my reviews, you'll notice that I always put a workout in there too. So you guys are getting a chance to see a product and also get it. And it's a product that I own. I review stuff that I have that I use every day. And I give you a workout with that review. But so check the short out if you haven't already checked it out, and then jump back over here, and then you can maybe understand a little bit more about what I'm going to talk about here. And like I said, I'll try to pull up some clips. I'll edit this and hopefully edit this and add some little side things that'll show some of what I'm talking about. But moving on with it. Let me get a little coffee real quick. That's my second cup. Now, I do not need any coffee. I wake up fired up at like 4:30 in the morning. But if I don't have coffee, I feel like I missed something. I love it. But I really, I got a lot of energy always. So anyway, I start off in that video and I'm like, it was I staring down an enemy I had faced many times before. And that's that part where, it is, I got my workout scheduled. I've worked all day and my workout scheduled for 4:00 p.m. And the battle rope is kind of like, it's the enemy at that moment, but also the enemy inside me that's like, come on, man, it's 4:00, man. You just trained 7 people. You tired, and want to just nap out and just, maybe save the workout for tomorrow. And it's a challenge, right? And so that's what that line is about. But then, I go on to say, our first 2 scores before this day, but each time I yearn for more. And I don't know if you guys remember back in elementary school or whatever, a score is 20 years. So when I'm talking about 2 scores before, I'm talking about when I first got into, starting to want to work out, which, I was 10 years old, man. And that's the truth. And there was a guy who I grew up with who was a lot older than me. His name was Scott O'Neal. And, I lost him already. He died young. But, man, he was a huge influence because he wanted to play Major League Baseball. And he would work out. And we would play against him. And he was like, say, I was 10. He was like, say, 19. And when he came and he was running and you needed to tackle him, he came at regular speed. And that is why we have so many athletes from my street. I had this little bitty block full of athletes that actually made it into the pros, which is crazy to think about sometimes. But we played ridiculous when I was little. But anyway, he used to be working out. And he'd be like, let me see you do some push-ups. And, I'd be doing these little horrible form push-ups. And then I go into my room at night and I'd be pushing up, like, man, squeezing the muscles, like, man, think I'm getting bigger. And he'd be like, you got to do this, man. You want to be, you got to get strong. You want to be able to tackle people without crying. Because, don't think it wasn't some tears tackling somebody, 9 years older than you at the age of 10. You know what I'm saying? You get hit in the face with one of them knees and you definitely was going to cry. But, they was quick to lift you up. Like, that ain't nothing, So that's that inner battle, though. That's that inner battle. Back in 20, 40 years ago, already, kind of having that war against, do I want to do this or do I not want to do this? What is my answer going to be? Is it going to be to shift over here and not do it? Shift over here to do it? That's that's something that we all going to deal with, and it's never going to go away when you talk about living this lifestyle that we trying to live as professionals, or not professionals, but as people in weight training. As I'm a professional, but so it is a battle that I deal with as a professional, but it's also a battle that each one of us have to deal with as athletes in training. I believe we are all athletes, all right? We're just different levels. If you're working out, I call all of my clients athletes. And, it is, do we want to do this or do we not want to do this? So, battle wounds, yes, but those were the best because muscles would attest to the fact that they were growing. Okay, so that's that soreness, right? That's that thing where, like, man, working out, like, man, the battle wounds, my body is feeling it, but at the same time, I'm feeling it like, man, muscles like, wait a minute, hold up, I'm getting bigger. That right there, that is a lot of times what you need to get to start to want to do this on a more consistent basis. Once those, you start feeling a change in your body, that to me is the real jump starter for people wanting to continue to work out long term. Now, long term may be, for 5 months and then people may slip off again. But when you start seeing a result, you got to give yourself enough time. Let me just start seeing a result. Once you start seeing a result, it get a lot different. Back when I was 10, 11, started working out, start getting those muscles, start walking around differently. Man, they got on. I remember my boy Reboso, Mike Robinson, man, that mug, when we was little, he got his muscles by going to sleep. We used to be like, man, where's Mike at? That mug was asleep. And I'm telling you, he got so jacked. But he worked out too, but it was funny how he grew up. So used it. So that's the part of that video where I'm talking about, what the actual result did and how it started to play an impact on what I wanted to get out of a workout, what we all want to get out of a workout. My enemy and I waged war. But at the same time, still getting that little change in what our body was looking like, how we was feeling, but it still wasn't enough to automatically make everybody jump out there and get that workout in. But this is an inner battle, y'all, and it's never going away. But at the same time, if you start checking these little parts of why that workout is good to you, you start to feed into it. You start to want to work out a little bit more. You start to get that inner energy that allow you to start raising up your level of thinking towards the lifestyle, the healthy lifestyle. So once again, these shorts are not just me getting up here acting. I mean, I take a lot of time. I wrote that script out, and you see now, hopefully, exactly what I was saying during that script. But, my enemy and I waged war against the common threat. So the common threat, yes, it's the work, it's the workout, it's the battle rope, it's the dumbbell, it is the squat rack, but it's also the mental part of working out and whether or not we want to do it. And it's usually that common threat is that part inside you that doesn't want to do it. And it's the part inside you that's like, man, Just let it go. And letting it go causes us to move back to that state we were in, that deconditioned state we were in before we started working out. And that part is that's a real battle. Excuse me. And that's a real battle. It's a common threat to everybody that works out, And so we always got to think we got to not let that threat, we got to overcome that threat. But that threat, what is it asking? To do or not to do? And that is the part. It's like, do I work out? Do I let it go? Do I let it go out? Do I do it? Which one? What are you going to do? And when I start to feel it, sometimes you hear that voice inside asking that question, and it's like, it's not a comfortable question when you got to do it, and you trying to figure out what you want to do. The heart start, and for me, when I really want to work out, I start getting amped about it, and when I say, I hear sounds, war drums pound. That's I hear sounds, war drums pound, deep inside my inner. That's the heartbeat. That's the heartbeat. Yeah. Ooh, that's the heartbeat, y'all. Now that's the part of working out where the boys start getting fired up, start getting amped, about to get this in. That's the change. That's when you go from those parts of you that's thinking about it, being challenged, to being like, yeah, I'm ready for this. About to get it in. Yeah, that's the part about this that I absolutely love. And anybody that love working out will know that that's where you got to get. And that's where you get when you start getting in there and you like, man, I'm about to enter the battle room. I'm about to enter the war. I'm about to enter the weight room. I'm about to get up under the bench. I'm about to get on the treadmill. I'm about to run. I mean, it is like, man, that's that part of you where you just start getting amped and where it really start to feel good. And you realize that all I'm doing is being how I was 2 scores ago when I was, 40 years ago when I was little. And I'm like, man, I want to go outside and play. All right. And when I went outside to play, it was always going out to play and use, and be hyped. Like, what I'm saying? We walking somewhere like, hey, let's see who could jump over that. Let's see who the fastest, we wrestling, you holding somebody down. Let's see who the strongest. Get up. I'm using one arm. Look, I'm using one arm. That's the way I feel about the weights. Yeah, I'm about to go hit them, and I'm about to go hit them hard. And I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. And I'm feeling good about it. Whoo! I love it. I love thinking about it. I'm about to get it in right after this. Actually, I'm going to edit this, and then I'm going to get it in right in this room. But that's that I hear sounds, war drums pound, deep inside my inner. The enemy's inside me. Now to the battlefield I enter. That enemy inside, that's that part that I overcame, that part, that heart that wasn't there. That heart that was like, man, just let it go. Nah, that's the enemy talking. It's another part of me that understands that I want to do this. And my reasons today are different than my reasons 2 scores ago. My reasons today is that I know that inside this blood, I have little control. But, and that means obviously there's, so many diseases and things like that I could, encounter and nothing I could do about it. But I know, as all of us know, when you go to the doctor, they ask, how often you work out? You work out 30 minutes a day? And what that means is that stand underweight, on weight, not letting my body go, testing my heart, making sure, I'm running, I'm lifting, I'm staying in shape. Those are my reasons today, to go along with, with the sleep, water, and food and everything. But right now we're talking about working out and what this battle rope represents. that inner rage, that war that goes on within one to want to actually get a workout in. And I don't know. I love it. And I really hope that you guys can now look back at that video again and maybe get a different opinion about what that video is about. I'm going to try to do these for every video, and maybe I'll live stream them so I can have some Q&A if y'all up for it. If you are, let me know in the comments, and if you would rather me do this live stream as a Q&A, or would you rather me record them, maybe pre-record them before I release the short, so that I could put a tag in to see this after you watch the short, or maybe just put it in afterwards, and then you guys could go, we could, see it after I actually post it. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But if you having some value and you like what I'm talking about here today, if you feel like there's some value in what I'm talking about here today, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like button, definitely. And, talk to me in the comments. I'm so open for comments, y'all. I return every single one of them. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to meet some people, man. I'm trying to engage here. I'm not one of these content creators that want to sit back and watch people hit views and not actually gain a relationship. I'm looking to gain some relationships with people. I want that more than anything else, because I feel like I want to be a positive influence for people, and getting that interaction helps me to obviously it boosts my confidence, and but it also, more importantly, I feel like it helps me feel like I'm creating some relationships here, and that we're gonna kick it off and we're gonna take this to another level in the future, and that just means us actually interacting a little bit. So please don't be afraid to leave some comments, share this if you like it, but like I said, subscribe and like, y'all. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. I hope you enjoyed this today, and let me know. All right, peace and love, everybody. Out.